You know, if anyone were to ask Rashida Bailey to describe her daughter's stage, she would tell them as strong as an ox, but as delicate as a rose. Rashida Thomas Bailey is the mother of Geraldine Bailey, who some years ago asked to see Usain Bolt before she transitioned. And of course, Bolt answered the call. And this morning, her family is spreading seeds of hope to everyone worldwide who's experiencing loss. Hey, Rashida. Morning.
Hi dear, good morning.
How are you?
I am elated. How are you guys doing?
Oh, well.
Inspired to hear you say that, Rashida.
To God be glory.
Yeah. For those who may not remember, it's tough losing a young one. I don't know if you mind going back to that place, because for a parent to hear that your child is sick
Yes.
and like that must have been very difficult for you. Walk me through that
Yes.
moment.
Yes. Honestly, Delia, this would be just a short summary of Geraldine's journey. I
Yeah.
mean, when she was just diagnosed with cancer, it was the hardest thing for my husband and I and our extended family. And for a parent to hear from a doctor that yes, your child has stage 4 cancer, wow, that's the farthest thing from our minds.
Yeah.
And throughout her journey, she has touched so many lives positively. She have impacted so many lives where the gunman actually reached out to us. And when I say a gunman, Delia, I mean a gunman actually reached out to us, letting us know that his life has been impacted positively through Geraldine's video that he saw on Facebook.
Wow. Wow. Look.
Yes.
Wow. That's so.
And that is
Yeah.
just one out of 1,000, Delia. That is what,
Yeah.
when we talk about Geraldine's life, it reached as far as Nigeria, Brazil, England, Canada, all over. It's just, the journey was rough, but her life, she just did what she had to do.
Can you imagine that, mommy? People live to be 100 and they never get to impact the world with their life the way Geraldine has at her young
That is
age.
so, that is so true, Delia. Let me tell you something. When Geraldine was 3 years old, I went to Mandeville and I left her home with her dad. And when I got back, like you wash your hands and you would flash it and it would like drip on the floor. When I came home, that's how the floor was from the burner straight through. So I said to her, Geraldine, why would you wash your hands and drip it all over the floor? She said, Mommy, I didn't wash my hands and drip it on the floor. I said, what was it? She said, Mommy, it's the consecrated olive oil. I used it because I am covering the house under the blood of Jesus.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
exactly what she said.
Wow. A young child with such faith.
Yes, Delia.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Rashida, listen, it's a time when many are facing loss, many are
Yes.
experiencing loss, and I'm listening to you now, and I know it's been an evolution for you to get here. What do you
Yes, it
think?
has.
Yeah, what has brought you to this place? Because people are watching now. I want them to believe in this
Yes.
moment that they will get to the place where you are in their own time. But how?
Yes.
How?
Yes, Delia. Throughout Geraldine's journey, Delia, the family support, that's one of the main key. And when I talk about family, especially my husband, Jermaine Bailey, honestly, Delia, he has been a tower of strength. You understand? We had each other's back. Time I was very ill and he would have fit in for me at the hospital. He would pay us a visit every now and again. And even my extended family as well, Delia, my parents, cousins, everybody. I mean, and when I say family, it doesn't have to mean through blood. Along the journey, parents who are going through this situation, Delia and Simone, they would eventually meet strangers that become family members.
Yes.
You understand? And praying and trusting God. Because Delia, at times it seemed as if there wasn't any hope. But guess what happened? We hung on to the last thread of hope. We trusted God. And the outcome wasn't what anybody wanted, but we give God thanks and praise just the same.
Yeah. How long was she in hospital, Mom?
Pardon me?
How long was she in hospital?
She was diagnosed from 2015 and she transitioned in 2018. Yes.
She was at the UWI hospital, right? For children?
Yes, she was, Simone, because I remember Simone on her birthday, on her 7th birthday when you visited the hospital.
I know I met her. I knew I met her.
You and I, we had a little chit chat. You know,
I remember, and I sat and I spoke with her.
Yes,
and she spoke with me. And
Yes.
I think we did a little recording, and I think I had posted it because I was asking you, saying, because she told me she wanted to meet him. And I knew I'd met Geraldine, Mommy. I knew I'd met her.
Yes, Simone. And when you guys spoke, she was just full of life, just the type of person. Because even if you look at some of her pictures, some of the pose that she did, and you know, she was just so sassy and full of energy and full of life.
Yes.
You know, but smiling now. If you guys would have caught me like from 2018 after her burial and stuff, you wouldn't have me smiling. I would be just crying.
Yes.
But over the period of time, you know, we learn to cope, knowing that she's not here. Her brother then was 3 years old and he remembered everything about her, like absolutely everything.
Wow.
You understand? So today, my husband and I, we can talk about her journey and we can smile because we are really happy and elated about the amount of lives that she had touched.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Wow.
Yes.
Mommy, wow.
Okay.
What a blessing Geraldine continues to be to so many.
Yes.
You are a blessing. You are a blessing this morning because there's so many. And I think this is hope. This is saying to people who are in a dark moment that this moment, there'll be a time when you look back at it and you can smile at the storm and say, it is well, it is well.
That is so true, Delia. And let me tell you this before you guys leave. When she was doing radiation, because she had to do 4 rounds of radiation.
Yes.
And she loved to drive in the ambulance and all the excitement, and she loved when the other cars had to pull over, and you understand? So I remember we were coming from Kingston one Friday evening after she did the radiation. And when I tell you, Simone and Delia, Geraldine taught us so much. We were on the Winston Jones Highway heading home, and the rain was coming down. We were actually in a taxi, and the rain was coming down. And you know that over a period of time, no water was supposed to touch the area. So I prayed openly. She was sitting in my lap, and I prayed openly. I was like, God, please let when we reach home, there's no rain because I don't want any rain to touch the area. And I said the prayer openly, and that was it. But when we got to Williamsfield, the rain was pouring even heavier. And I said the same prayer openly. I said, God, please, let when we reach home, there's no rain because I don't want any water to touch the area.
Yes.
Simone and Delia, Geraldine turned around and she was so upset. She said, Mommy, God heard you already, you know? God heard you already.
Again. Mommy,
Yes,
we have
she
to
said,
go.
Mommy.
We have to go because we have news. We could talk about Geraldine all morning. She's an angel.
All morning.
Thank you so much for
Yes.
speaking with us.
Yes, and thank you guys for having us as well.
Yes, yes.
Bless you.
Rashida Thomas Bailey, mother of Geraldine, who transitioned 2 years ago, but she keeps touching lives, everyone. News in 5 is next.